Why hasn't Israel joined the latest US strikes on Iran yet, despite escalating tensions across the Middle East? Israel is said to be ready to strike Iran once again. But is it waiting for Trump's green light before making its next move? Netanyahu's next military decision could hinge on Trump's strategy in the Middle East, as the region braces for another possible escalation. Israel appears eager to rejoin the conflict, but for now, it is waiting to see whether Washington gives its approval. Israel is reportedly prepared to join any future US military strikes against Iran, according to multiple media reports citing unnamed officials familiar with the matter. Some Israeli officials are said to be waiting for US President Donald Trump's approval before taking any further military action, according to a report published by Israeli public broadcaster Khan. The unsourced report claimed that Israeli officials expect military exchanges between the United States and Iran could continue, raising the possibility of additional confrontations in the coming weeks. The New York Post also reported that Israel is seeking the option to renew military action against Iran if the security situation deteriorates or further threats emerge. An Israeli source quoted by the New York Post said, "We're willing to do it again, if needed," suggesting that Israel remains prepared for additional military operations if required. The same source said Israel is ready to participate in future strikes alongside the United States should circumstances require such action, while continuing to closely monitor developments. However, the official also said Israel is not eager to return to a situation in which civilians are forced to spend extended periods in bomb shelters because of renewed hostilities. The source added that Israel does not want to ignore what's happening in Iran, arguing that developments there continue to have significant implications for Israel's national security. "If that's the price we must pay, we will bear with that situation," the Israeli source told the New York Post, referring to the potential consequences of any future military action. Neither the Israeli government nor the White House has officially confirmed the reports, and no formal announcement has been made regarding any plans for future joint military operations. However, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu recently said once again that the war has not yet ended, signaling that Israel believes the broader regional conflict remains unresolved.
One of the most moving moments of my life, and I am certain it is also one of the most moving moments in your lives and in the lives of all the citizens of Israel. I am always moved at a wing ceremony, and even more so at this wing ceremony, whose graduates took part in the War of Revival. I heard firsthand about the courage of the helicopter pilots who fly into the fire in southern Lebanon and evacuate our wounded with remarkable speed. Just now, the commander of the Air Force told me that the number of these rescue missions exceeds 3,500. That is an extraordinary figure. There is no equivalent anywhere else in the world. Nor is there a better example of the mutual responsibility we have for one another. We will remain in the security zone in southern Lebanon for as long as necessary to ensure the security of our communities in the north. The successful operations we initiated against Iran, Operation Rising Lion and Operation With the Strength of a Lion, have all reinforced our air superiority over our enemies. Had we not acted when we did, and with the force that we did, Iran would have armed itself with nuclear weapons to destroy Israel. That is their plan, and the citizens of Israel would have faced a threat of mass death. That is why we launched these operations together with our American friends, to remove from us the immediate threat of annihilation, and also a grave danger to the entire Western world. Our heroic pilots carried out thousands of sorties and thousands of strikes. They dealt Iran a powerful opening blow, indeed, two such blows. These opening strikes stand alongside operations we all know from past, such as the Israeli Air Force's Operation Focus, which opened the Six-Day War. Likewise, over the past year, the Iranian terrorist regime has suffered an extremely severe blow. We eliminated 20 senior Iranian experts, decapitated the senior leadership, destroyed the nuclear infrastructure, and destroyed the ballistic missile production infrastructure. And our policy is clear. With or without an agreement, Iran will not have nuclear weapons. Through Operation Rising Lion and Operation With the Strength of a Lion, we reduced military installations to ashes. We crippled Iran's Air Force and Navy. We inflicted enormous damage on the economy of Iran's Revolutionary Guards. During both operations, I monitored the evolving aerial picture together with the Air Force commanders. I watched our air crews flying back and forth overhead, exercising complete control of enemy skies, stripping away its capabilities and hunting down its operatives, all in a country 75 times larger than Israel. Cooperation with the United States military was a tremendous force multiplier. a tremendous force multiplier. U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth said the following: "The combination of the world's two strongest air forces is unprecedented and unbeatable. Unprecedented and unbeatable." When the Revolutionary Guards and the Iranian regime look up, they see only two things on the side of the aircraft: the stars and stripes of the United States and the Star of David of Israel. The Star of David of Israel. The Iranian axis is weaker than ever, while Israel is stronger than ever. Together, we have changed not only the face of the Middle East. Above all, we have changed ourselves. We dared, we took the initiative, we struck, and we proved that the long arm of the Israeli Air Force reaches everywhere, from Yemen to Iran. That said, I must stress that the war has not yet ended. Alongside the old challenges, new ones are emerging. Some axes are collapsing, while others are taking shape. We are mindful of this. We are prepared for every scenario. The Air Force remains a cornerstone of Israel's national security doctrine. It is equally vital to preserving stability in a turbulent Middle East. We achieve this through the constant advancement of both people and machines. You are the finest pilots and navigators we have, and we are equipping you with the very best tools. Two central principles guide us: strengthening our capabilities and independence. We are advancing a policy of munitions independence. Together with the Minister of Defense, I have decided to add a further 350 billion shekels to the defense budget over the coming decade. A significant portion of this will go to the Air Force. As part of this investment, we will also develop an extensive domestically produced defense industry, our own munitions, manufactured here in Israel, which will reduce our dependence on procurement from abroad. These actions are also helping to expand the circle of alliances in our region. Our strength is drawing other countries closer to us, and you have played a very significant part in that. I have not met a single leader in the region. I meet many of them, or leaders from beyond the region, who do not speak about the Israeli Air Force.